Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled in the schedule since the start of the season. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team, the Illinois Fighting Illini. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Bulldogs will kick this away to start us off. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a strong stiff arm. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And in first down, they go right back to him. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Big play across midfield, was spotted near the 36.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
In the clear at the 25. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Illinois getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him the third down, they load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Illini line up now, 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defense coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The back's got it. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. Bites off a defender. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. Like, here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Using his legs on the scramble. Football comes out. The ball carrier lands on it and gains enough for a first down.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll get him down that time.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to go to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here, in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays. One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Illinois 7, Georgia 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they'll set up with PAT. And it's up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Illinois now operating in the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Gets made on the out route. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois. They're setting out to try the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, pass caught. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fighting off the defender. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down.
Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. The Dogs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Great move there. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Can he make it to the marker? Breaks loose at the 45. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
Looking for a gap. It's Ortiz. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. Finding some room at the 25. And they finally tackled him down at the 1. Big gain in the pitch and catch.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then
and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, fighting the line now. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Georgia, 14.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So it's second down and long here from the 13. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble now. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. This is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And the quarterback dropping back. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back. Getting the hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
He's looking to scramble. He's found some room at the 45. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He's running out of time here. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Illinois will kick it off to get the second half going. Offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with a running play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The Bulldogs will line up to punt it away. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. This will be down just outside the opponent's 45.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. Big gain across midfield. They'll spot it down near the 30.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Hard running there, breaking tackles. Touchdown, Illinois. This offense really clicking.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Going to try to use his legs here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Second down, we're going to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Same tailback, another carry. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Hands it off on the counter. Second down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Watch some time, now lets it go. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. It's third down for the offense. Can he get there on the ground? And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. He missed it. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a two-possession game.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
And he's tackled at the 41. Brings up 2nd down.
Quick throw, the catch is made. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
He's got it. A fourth down conversion. The drive stays alive.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
There's the handoff. Power it right past the defender. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Field goal try, no good. He missed it. And the lead remains at 14 after the miss. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Illinois 28, Georgia 14.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's going to take off. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So the Illinois offense heads back out onto the field. And the single back takes the handoff. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
And that is no good. Off the miss, the lead is still 14, a 2-possession game. First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. The Dogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going to pull it down and run. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him and take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Can he take it all the way? Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, fighting the Illini. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. Now the important point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going for a big play downfield. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Illinois. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, sent to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And out comes the offense set to take over here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now it's second down here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They get him down after the completion.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Caught near the goal line. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Illinois 42, Georgia 21.
And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that previous play. The back's got it again. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Here comes a handoff. Running with purpose. Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
The thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Handoff to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play. So we'll take a timeout. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Coverage chief brings down the returner. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. At this point, not much you can do except play for pride. Running out of time in the pocket. And the defense smothers him for no gain. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running.
Brings up second down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Incomplete. He just hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And with this one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.